Good morning. This is the 12th of January. Today I'm going to talk to you about a recent and a disturbing trend or development in the field of lemon law. Lemon law, let me just describe to you first of all what lemon law is so you know what lemon law is if you've never heard of it before. When you buy a new vehicle with a warranty, or it can be a used vehicle with a warranty or a certified warranty, if there is a defect that the manufacturer or the dealership cannot fix after a reasonable number of repair attempts, under California law and also under federal law, you can normally get the vehicle repurchased, bought back. You can get a replacement vehicle, or you can get some kind of monetary compensation. Now, that's obviously there's a lot more to know about lemon law than just that basic simple statement, but that really is in essence what lemon law is. And furthermore, the good thing about the lemon law is that the attorney's fees are paid for by the manufacturer. If you win your lemon law case, then the manufacturer or the dealership, if you're suing the dealership, they pay your attorney's fees, and that permits law firms such as my own to sign these cases up, on a contingency basis or on a basis where basically we're expecting our payment of attorney's fees from the other side, which obviously makes it affordable to pursue these claims. Now, in lemon law, what has been happening the last couple of years is that manufacturers have been claiming that owners are tampering with the cars to create lemon law situations. Now, let's be fair, this has happened. People out there have bought new cars, particularly high-end cars, and then they couldn't afford them. And then they went and tampered with them. They jiggled around with the electronics, or they jiggled around with the machinery in the car to make it look like it has a defect. And then obviously they brought it back in for repair attempts. The manufacturer or the dealership couldn't repair it. Lo and behold, there's a lemon law claim. Now I want to tell you one thing, the first thing to know about my firm. We don't represent these types of people. If we learn that one of our clients has tampered with a vehicle, we get rid of them. We don't represent people who would do something like that. And the other thing to know is that I really think that we're talking about a real minority of lemon law claims. I mean, the manufacturers tend to be very arrogant, and they tend to think that they don't make any bad cars. So when people are coming up with, defective vehicles, the manufacturers, they think that they think it's the fault of the consumer, not the fault of themselves. They don't look at themselves to find out whether or not they've done something wrong with the car or the repair process. But we've been seeing more and more of these tampering type claims by the manufacturers. A consumer, an honest and legitimate consumer, files a lemon law claim, and the manufacturer comes back and says, you've tampered with the vehicle. And on that basis, they basically deny the repurchase of the vehicle, or they make the person sue and pursue a lawsuit all the way to the bitter end because they believe that they can win on this tampering idea. All right, if you have a tampering situation, let me tell you first of all how to recognize it. Number one is that it happens to particular ethnic groups. The manufacturers have singled out Armenians, Russians, and also some Asian groups as quote unquote the people who are tampering with the vehicles. So if you are Armenian, if you're Russian, or if you're an Asian, Korean, or basically Chinese, Taiwanese, and you try to pursue a lemon law claim and you get some notification on your work order or in a letter that's saying there's an outside influence, in causing the defect or something like that. If you get a letter or a notice like that from the dealer or the manufacturer, write them a certified letter and say, I want to know exactly what you mean by outside influence. I want to know precisely what you mean by outside influence or by tampering. Are you accusing me of tampering? Put them on the spot. Are you accusing me of tampering? If you're accusing me of tampering, I want you to describe to me and tell me all the evidence that you have that I've tampered with this vehicle, because I have not tampered with this vehicle. All right, send off that certified letter to them. A lot of times when the manufacturers or the dealers get that letter, they're going to go ahead and settle the case because really at the end of the day, they don't have any evidence that there's been any tampering. But if they don't, then you need to see me, or you need to see another very qualified lemon law. Song Beverly is the name for the California lemon law. You need to see a qualified lemon law attorney, because we know exactly what steps to do and how to pursue a claim, even if there's been a claim of tampering. Anyway, this is the 12th day of January 2010. Can you believe it? Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you're having a good day. Take care.